YouTubers, subscribers, and friends, welcome to my channel. I just saw a cool gate I want to go look at. I'm going to go hike at this new area. I've never been here before. El Camino del Cerro Trailhead. But I like these metal gates here. I want to show you this gate I just saw. This is a nice area out here. Beautiful houses. This gate right here. And this place is up for sale too. Look at that gate. That's awesome. I'd like to have a gate like that in my house. Alright, well, let's continue on to the new hiking destination. Look at that mountain right there saying, "Come climb me." These hills are a lot bigger than what they look like on camera. This is the area where I'm going to go. The trailhead should be right up here somewhere. Definitely don't, man, it's a deep ditch. Definitely don't want to come out here rainy. You'll be stuck out here. And that's a sharp curve. Like I said, I have never been here before. That wasn't that sharp, man. That sign made it look like it was going to be 90 degrees. So this is going to be new exploring area for me. Nice looking saguaro. Dip, do not enter when flooded. I believe you. It is 100 degrees out right now at 30% humidity. And I know when there's new people who subscribe to me or watching my videos by their comments, and every time I talk about humidity, people are like, "Oh, I thought that was a dry state. You couldn't handle living on the East Coast in the humidity." Yeah, I know all about humidity. I lived in Florida for 25 years. I lived in Indonesia for 3 years, and the humidity in Indonesia is 100 times worse than Florida. So I know all about humidity. And the reasons I talk about humidity here in Arizona, which is a dry state, is because it's so dry. When it is humid, you really feel it. I mean, you get soaking wet when you're out in this dry heat with the humidity. Man, where's this trailhead? It said right around the corner. Look at these. Man, this is a windy road, man. It's a good road for a motorcycle. Man, I got a lot of cool gates out here in these homes. Yeah, so you really feel the humidity even worse than if you just lived in a place that was humid. And then you add the heat on top of that. Here we go. Here we go. El Camino Trailhead, finally. And there's nobody here. This is open from dawn to dusk. So let's go over here and park. So I got this walking stick my sister found. She gave it to me. So I figured I'd bring it to you. It's kind of wobbly. Try to duct tape it here. But let's go check out these cactuses fruit here. These are all ready to eat. All ready to eat. Let's take a look at this beautiful scenery here. Like I said, I have never been here. This is be aware of seasonal weather conditions and take ample supply of water with you. No dogs allowed. That's why you have not seen Jerry Lee with me. There's a lot of wind out today too. I apologize for the wind if it's picking up. It's because a lot of these places you cannot take dogs. But let's just take a 360-degree view of where I'm at. And these are the Tucson Mountains here in the background. A lot of beautiful houses out in this area. Tucson is that way. This is probably a 45-minute drive from my house one way. And it's really being blown with the hair dryer. and we're gonna go hike this for a little bit. Let's check it out. Here comes the wind again. This trail is a Arizona State Heritage Fund project. And there's the difference. And the King Canyon's trail I've been on before. From a different area, different Hugh Norris Trail, Watson's Peak. Watson's Peak I've been on the other side of this mountain. See some long trails. So this is the first video hike that I've been on out in the desert in the last 2 weeks. And you're probably wondering, wow, what are you talking about? I've been watching your videos. 2 weeks ago, I made a bunch of videos in 1 week. A whole bunch of them, because I wanted to take 2 weeks off of having to make videos. And I did that because instead of just saying, you know what, I'm done making videos, I need a break, and just walking away from YouTube, and then you guys have nothing to watch, I decided to try something different. I decided to make a bunch of videos as much as I can in 1 week, so I could put the camera down and I could walk away and just take a break. So getting myself out to come hike in the desert, this is the first time in 2 weeks that I've been on a hike out in the desert. Now, I still walk every day with Jerry. I've been taking him to the parks every single day. He loves the park. But I just needed a break. I needed to remind myself what it's like, what was life like before YouTube. So I didn't even touch the camera. I didn't take it with me when we went to town, nothing. The camera's been sitting on my desk for 2 weeks. I haven't done any editing at all whatsoever because I needed a break. And that was the one way that I could figure out how I could do this without having to just walk away completely. And it was very refreshing. It was very nice to not have to worry about, oh, I got to go edit this video and I got to upload it to YouTube. I did all that stuff. And it was a good break. I really, really needed it. Look at the Ocotillos, look so nice out. Now, we're in the monsoon season. I can't even believe it's already August already. Kids will be back in school soon, and then I'm going to have to figure out how to fit these hikes in, you know, between working and taking the kids to school and stuff like that. But it is a very muggy day, 30% humidity. But this area over here, where I'm at over here, this area over here has been getting a lot of rain. We've just been getting a lot of wind and stuff like that where I live. A lot of windstorms. But let me get a little bit of hiking in. This is going uphill. And then I'll turn the camera back on when I see something cool. I'm hearing some screaming, like, you hear that? Some kind of weird noise. It's only been 5 minutes, but here's where I'm at, the sign. It's another reason why I want to stay out of the desert, but there's been a lot of snakes, more this year than any other year I've been hiking. Here's where I'm at here. This is all in the protected park right here. Here's at Watson Peak. And this goes all the way over here. Signal Hill, this is where the petroglyphs are. All this stuff is on the other side of this Tucson Mountains over here. That noise I was hearing sounds like a wild pig. That's what they sound like when you're out hiking in the desert. So, this kind of weather brings out all the creepy crawlies and all the wildlife. So, there it is again, that noise. It's coming from over there somewhere. And that wind is blowing so hard. Like I was saying, it's the monsoon seasons, and this area has been getting a lot of flooding, a lot of rain, but look how healthy these Ocotillos look. So beautiful, so big and beautiful. You definitely don't want to be hiking out in this area when it looks like all dark clouds and looks like it's going to dump rain on you, because you'll get stuck out here. Because the roads that bring you out here, they're so deep, they're like big deep roads, and every single one of them says do not enter when flooded. And you definitely don't want to be out here when it's raining. especially when you run out of water and you get stuck out in the desert. Whew. It's so warm one. Beautiful views though, man. This trail's been all uphill. It's a fork in the road. Which way do I go? Sweetwater Trail goes that way. No, I think I'm gonna hike that tomorrow, Sweetwater Trail, so we won't go that way. Thunderbird Trail that way, but it doesn't say how far. Please register. Alright, let me put my name in there and I'm gonna go that way. My name in there, the time, how many people are with me? Just one. Did I bring any water? Yes. And then when you come back, you write the time when you left. So I guess somebody monitors that or something. But my wife knows where I'm hiking. I told her the area where I'll be hiking in. Unfortunately, I do not have a phone signal out here. 9 times out of 10 of the places I hike, there are no phone signals. Because these are protected parks. And there's no cell towers inside of these parks. Beautiful views, man, them clouds. There wasn't too many clouds when I first started driving over here, but I can start seeing them form over here. Alright, that hill's a lot steeper when it looks on camera. That's the Santa Catalina Mountains up there, just north of Tucson. There's a haze over the city today. These trails are pretty wide though. It's all uphill though. I think I'm gonna have to go up over that mountain. These Ocotillos are looking beautiful though. So, let me get going here. So it's probably been 20 minutes since the last time I filmed anything, but I'm still hearing that like pig scream. I'm not going to go over the mountain. The trail goes around it over there. This is it's a pretty easy trail. It's not too hard. And it's just so muggy. And I'm already soaking wet already from sweating. Getting some good exercise in. I like the trail because it's really wide. So it's pretty safe to hike on. And I don't have to worry about being ambushed by a snake from the side bushes or anything like that. Dog barking at that house with it. So I've been watching this guy's videos. I don't normally watch hiking videos unless I'm watching my own. But I've been watching this guy. His name is Harold Balder. And he's from Norway. And he does a lot of hiking videos in Sri Lanka, India, Vietnam, Asia. And the reason I've been watching this guy's videos is because he reminds me a lot of myself. He'll go on hikes and he'll get detoured from what he was doing. I just laugh because he's so similar to me. And he sees things that normal people don't see. He likes going places that tourists do not like to go. He's a rule breaker. He doesn't like to follow the rules. And I think he's about 40 years old. I watched about 60 of his videos in the last week. That's all I've been watching is his videos. Unless somebody that I'm subscribed to uploads something, which has been very rare. I have been watching his videos like crazy. And the reason I've been watching his videos is because there's a dog. My wife got offered a job in Indonesia her aunt wants to buy this hotel, and my wife's got a bachelor's degree in hotel business management, and they want my wife to come to Indonesia and run the hotel. And she's been talking to me for the last week about wanting to move to Indonesia. I told her, you know, the kids are going back into school. You know, we haven't sold the house. We got 2 cars. We got 4 animals, 3 dogs and 1 cat. You know, it's not like when we lived in Florida and we had to pack up everything and move to Indonesia. It's so much easier selling stuff in Florida than in Arizona. There's so many flaky people in Arizona. People don't show up, you know, when you're selling stuff. So it's been really hard. Our house is still for sale, you know. And so we've been talking about Indonesia a lot. And, you know, I'm always talking about how the electronics listen to you. So these videos of this Harold Balder, which I'll put, you know, a link to his channel down in the description box, have been popping up, you know, videos I might be interested in watching. And I have been watching, and I've been hooked on his videos just because he reminds me so much of myself. And he has some very good content. And I told my wife, well, if we were to move to Indonesia, I could start making Asian hiking videos like I did before when we lived there. But I really didn't know too much about YouTube back then when I lived there. And my very first channel ever on YouTube was me exploring Indonesia. Oh man, this thing's going uphill. So I haven't said completely no to her. I just said, okay, there's Sombrero Peak way over there. Apologize for the wind if the camera's picking up the wind. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't know. I've just been thinking more and more about it since watching this guy's videos. Let me get up this hill. It's an old cave. Open shaft. I don't know what they were mining here, but extremely hazardous abandoned mines. Stay out. Yeah, I'm not going to go in there. I was just curious what they mined over here. So, when my wife talks about this stuff, I don't tell her no. I just tell her, well, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. I mean, there's a trail down there. It goes off over there. How do you get to it? Do I want to go that trail? Or do I want to... Well, there is no trail here. It ends right here. So I'm going to have to backtrack and figure out how to get down to that trail. I think it's like a wall right over there. So I always tell her, you know, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. You know, we've had a couple offers on the house, but they're like low ball offers. And she's like, well, I can go first. I can take Jerry. And you can stay behind and you can sell the cars and, you know, and then bring the kids later. I was like, I don't think so. That's what you did to me in Florida. You know, I have to go back down. I see the trail goes that way. It's really, really hard to sell a house in Arizona. In Florida, it only took me 2 weeks. I sold my house in 2 weeks. And I had 3 vehicles, and they sold within a couple of days. Right there, I can veer off right there. So, I'm not against it. It's just, you know, I'm not going to argue with her about it. I'm just going to, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. The house will sell and everything, you know. But we'll see. I'm not going to say we're going to do that, but there's another mine right there. I don't know how many subscribers this Harold guy got because he's got his subscriber count blocked, but he gets a lot of views, man. And the only reason I would move to Indonesia is because I could make some totally different hiking videos and show you what Indonesia's like. But we'll see. That's it. This is the end of the trail. I've been hiking for 45 minutes. So I take pictures of my hikes and I put them on Instagram, so if anybody's interested in seeing some of the pictures I take, just go to my Instagram, I Seek Out the Truth Arizona, and I take pictures of these hiking areas way before I ever upload the videos. Yeah, most of this hike has been all uphill. So like I said, I've been out here, it's been 45 minutes since I left my car. So that's going to be a 45-minute hike back. Remember, check down the description box. I'll put Harold's videos down there. And if you do go watch his videos, leave him a comment. Tell him that I Seek Out the Truth sent you. Maybe we can get him to watch some of my hiking videos, because I really do enjoy his videos. It's amazing some of the places he's been to. See, this is the end of the trail, and dead end's right there. And I'm not going to go any further. I'm just going to turn around. But look at all these prickly pear cactuses. So if you like watching my Arizona hiking desert videos, and I do sell my house and we do move into Indonesia, you can always go back and watch my older videos. Let me just go see where this little animal trail goes. Something moved in there. And it dead ends right here. So this was a nice hike with some nice views. If you like desert views and mountain views. The wind is picking up even more now. So let me know. Hey, look, this swirl still has a cactus on top. I mean, a flower on top. That's weird. They're all gone everywhere else. I don't see any other swirls anywhere with flowers anywhere. Yeah, that swirl, man, that's been bleached by the sun big time. I definitely do see more clouds forming. It's definitely going to rain later on this afternoon. But I'm going to head back to my car. This was a nice hike. All uphill. There's where that mine is right there. Let me know down in the comments below what you think. What do you think about us moving to Indonesia? The only thing bad about it is, I told my wife, if you accept the job and run the hotel, manage the hotel, that's not something you can just tell them, okay, we're coming to Indonesia, go ahead and buy the hotel, because they're going to expect you to run it for many, many years. They're not going to just say, oh, you're just going to do it for 1 year, and then I want to go back to the States, because the only reason my wife likes living in Indonesia is she misses the food, you know. She doesn't really like living in Indonesia. And we've talked about this to our kids, and they're like, oh, we don't want to move to Indonesia because they've been living their whole life in America. They've been Americanized too much. And it is such a drastic culture change that, you know, it's a huge culture change, a huge shock to the system, especially if you're not used to that kind of stuff. So I don't know. I don't argue about it. I don't worry about this kind of stuff. I just, if it's meant to be, then everything will go smoothly. If it doesn't, then it's not meant to be. That's how I handle things. Alright, I'm going to start heading back to my car. Man, the wind going through these canyons here is amazing sounds. The drink of champions. Now before I start each hike, I do bring a bottle of water with me. I drink the whole bottle of water before I leave my car. I have this drink here because it has a little bit of sugar in it to keep me going in case, you know, I get lightheaded or dizzy or anything like that. I'm not sponsored by Bai, but it's my favorite drink to drink other than Zip Fizz, which I've been drinking a new flavor, Zip Fizz Peach Mango, and that has to be my favorite flavor of Zip Fizz so far. If you're watching this, some kind of representative of Bai, contact me. I would love to get a sponsorship from you guys. You are my favorite drink to drink. Because I am diabetic and it does not spike my sugars. Alright, I've been trying to make up some time. I've been running back. Gotta sign back out right there. Head back to my car. Make up some time here. There's an old guy right there. Alright, it's been an hour since I started. I've been talking to this guy. He's from Tennessee. He's here for work. He says he's going to be here for 7 weeks. He is a Japanese chef, although he's not Japanese. I've been showing him all different stuff in the desert and teaching him stuff about the desert. He really wants to see the wildlife in the desert, so I told him to go to the Desert Museum. I don't know where he's going now, but I'm going to head home. But he says, man, this is beautiful. Arizona's beautiful. And I don't know where he's going, but I'm going home. But if you like these kind of videos, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Don't cost you anything. It's free. Like always, be kind to people. Treat people the way you would like to be treated. Treat it with kindness. And remember, thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. And if the Lord willing and the creeks don't rise, it's a cool water tank there. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm gone. I'm gone.